Hey, it's Scott with Garen Fitness. Master trainer, been training people for 25 years now. And so today's topic is going to be competition. And I'm sure we all know what competition is. You know, if you're a basketball team, you want to get better and improve yourself so you can beat the other team. I played rugby for 12 years, so back in those days, I wanted to get as strong as I could and increase my skills so I could help my team beat the other team. But what I'm talking about tonight is competition in the weight room and what that means. And so there's different types of competition, but I think it all boils down to this. In the weight world, no matter what your goal is, whether you're a bodybuilder or like a strong man or just an average, I just want to get toned up, your mindset is where your competition begins. And so if you're a bodybuilder, you are going to compete against someone else. But your mindset has to get you to the place where you can compete with that other person. Same thing in strongman. You know you're going to be competing against someone else, but your initial mindset has to make you do the work to get you there. Same thing for the novice, lifter who just wants to get, just healthier. You're not going to be competing with somebody, but the competition is still within yourself, and that's what we're going to discuss. So when we're talking about competition, we're basically talking about mindset. Because in anything we do, lifting-wise, even if we're competing against somebody else, you have to begin with the proper mindset. If you're a competitor in basketball or whatever, we discussed that, you have to first prepare yourself to get ready to compete. Same goes with any strength sport, whether doing the Olympic lifts, strongman, and even if you're just a regular Joe that's just trying to get into shape, you have to start here. This is where it all begins. You have to decide, if I'm competing with either myself or somebody else eventually, I have to make the decision to lift heavy, to do the cardio, to get the diet down, to get the proper sleep. That's where it begins. That's truly where it begins. So you have to kind of go whole in and say, I finally got to this point where I want to change things, and this is what I'm willing to do. And that's the beginning of competition, whether it's with someone else or within your own body. And then we'll discuss this a little bit later. Okay, so I've kind of explained my belief on competition and mindset and what you have to do to get started in this. And gyms can be very intimidating places. I mean, you have a lot of big guys or big girls, and they're lifting a lot. And if you're not used to it, if you're not familiar with it, it's intimidating. But here's the key. When you're starting out, you have to put it in your mind that competition is within yourself and throughout the whole process. But when you walk in there, you're going to see guys lifting or girls lifting big amounts of weights that you can't even come close to. It doesn't matter, because all of us that have started out lifting, I started out when I was 12 years old with that little concrete and plastic weight set. And I was struggling with 20 pounds. And obviously I got way beyond that. But don't compare yourself to other people, because they too started out with 20 pounds or 10 pounds, whatever it is. And so that's the mindset you have to have, is you're there, you are basically a piece of clay or granite, and you're carving out, or modeling what you want to become. I can't tell you, like I'm a personal trainer and like someone comes into me and they're like, I want to lose weight or I want to put more muscle on. I have one guy that's losing a lot of weight, but he's like, I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I just want to be kind of leaned out. And that's your mind's eye. And that's what you have decided that you want to be like. So don't go into the gym and think you have to be like someone else. You get to choose what you are going to be like. And so one of my cautions is, you'll see some guy, there's always some meathead in a gym that's like, well, he doesn't do as much as I do. Doesn't matter. Ignore him. Because maybe he's maybe he's a strongman or he's a bodybuilder. You are the one that is determining your future. So go in there, have fun. But what I will tell you is 99.9% of the people in the gym are ready to help you. I've always been more of a strength athlete than obviously a cardio athlete. But if you ask me for a spot, I'm going to come over and spot you. And if I ask you for a spot, I would expect you to help me get that lift if I need to. There's always going to be some meathead that's going to, be a jerk. Accept it. That's the way. That's the nature of the beast. But go into a gym. Everyone in a gym, every good person in a gym knows, you are trying to improve yourself. And that is whatever you want to be. So I can't tell you what to be. You can't tell me what to be. And that's the great thing about being a meathead. And thank you for checking out GarenFitnessConsulting.com.